Hello everyone. Learning English is important and people all over the world decide to study it as a second language. Many countries include English as a second language in their school syllabus and children start learning English at a young age. However, do you know why learning English is important? Here are some good reasons to take an English language course. Let's know the reasons. English has been described as the language of opportunity. And by the time you get to the end of this article, we're pretty sure you agree. If you're currently in the throes of trying to pick a language to study at school, or you fancy taking on a new language in your spare time, we're willing to bet that the English speakers of this world would join us in giving you the following words of advice. If you have to choose one additional language to learn during the course of your years at school, make it English. Why? Let us count the ways. First, English is one of the most widely spoken languages. Although it comes second to Mandarin in the total numbers of speakers, English is the language you'll be able to use most widely, as it's spoken in more countries than any other language. That means that English is the language that will give you the best return for your efforts. After all, intellectual challenges aside, there's no point putting a huge amount of time and effort into learning a language that you'll hardly ever have the opportunity to use. Second, English will open up more opportunities for you. Even in countries where English is not an official language, it is often used as the lingua franca. Being able to speak English allows you to communicate effectively in numerous countries, and this opens up to lots of possibilities for you in terms of the countries you could choose to seek work in one day. Not to mention if you want to travel to as a tourist. You won't have to worry about getting lost when you travel to an English-speaking country, as you'll easily be able to ask directions, and taking guided tours, ordering foods, and chatting to the locals will no longer a source of strange for you. Next, English will make you more desirable to employers. Being fluent in a second language clearly demonstrates a powerful brain and reflects someone who has put in the huge amount of time, resources, and commitment needed to master another language. But while being bilingual is impressive, full stop. No matter what combination of languages you speak, adding English will be particularly useful. Not only is it an especially complex language to get to grips with, a fact that reflects well on you for having mastered it, but as we've seen, it's also an incredibly useful language to learn because so many countries speak it. You'll be in a much stronger position to apply for jobs overseas if you've reached a good level of fluency in English. Next, English gives you wider access to knowledge. Did you know that 55% of the world's web pages are written in English? This absolutely dwarfs that of any other language, with the next most widely used language on the internet being Russian. Knowledge of English therefore allows you to tap into far more of the world's intellectual resources. English is also the language of science. If you learn English, you won't just have access to a greater portion of the vast amount of knowledge available on the web. You'll be able to educate yourself still further by being able to read scientific books and papers. English is, of course, essential if you intend to pursue a scientific career. Within the Science Citation Index compiled by the Institute of Scientific Information, an estimated 95% of articles are written in English, despite only around half being from English-speaking countries. Ironic, isn't it? According to the Open University, at Oxford University, 2/3 of postgraduate students come from outside the United Kingdom. The students in the university's chemistry research lab admit that working in English is a key attraction. Next, English allows you to attend international conferences and events, especially if you love to go to concerts and events in other countries. English is very useful because major sporting events such as the Olympics are held in English, and so are international conferences, so competitors and delegates will need to be able to speak English to be able to get the most out of taking part. You may find yourself needing to attend conferences as part of your chosen career, so learning English now will be of numerous benefit to you in years to come. Not only will you be able to understand the talk, but you'll get a lot of more networking opportunities that come with such events if you can talk effectively in English. We never know. There may be a few employer or clients among the crowds of fellow delegates, so make sure you can communicate with them. And next reason why learning English is important, English is a simple alphabet and everyone's equal. The English alphabet is straightforward, making it easier to master than the symbols of pictures that make up some languages. If you struggle to learn more complex alphabets, you may find you make more progress with English, which shares an alphabet with many other languages. Lastly, English is a fantastic intellectual challenge. English is undoubtedly one of the harder languages to learn, full of nuisance, unexpected pronunciations, odd rules, and infuriating expectations to rules. It takes dedication and perseverance to reach a good level of fluency. If you're on the lookout for a new challenge, learning English may be just what you're after. Not only that, but because it's so widely spoken, it opens you up to a huge number of new cultural experiences, which will help you develop life skills, meet new people, and grow your confidence in handling new situations. Those are some reasons why learning English is very important to each and every one of us. May you learn from this article, from this video, that you need to boost yourself in learning English. I am encouraging everyone to please learn English for whatever reasons you may have. I know that English is the most important language in the universe. And this is Christian, that's CHRIS space CHAN, saying goodbye to you. Bye-bye.